Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. Maybe he drank too much whiskey, but nobody really knows.
Thank God.
I just made that up. Brilliant.
I know
Brilliant.
you couldn't tell. I know you couldn't tell.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Whiskey Taste Buds, our Blue Collar and Scholar YouTube channel. And it's day 9, December 21st. We're moving right along here now. We only got a few more left. Getting close. Hope you guys are finished all your shopping. Maybe you're doing some gift wrapping while you're sampling your dram tonight. Probably not. You probably haven't even done any shopping yet.
Like me.
Anyway, we shall reveal, and then we shall talk, and you shall listen.
All right.
Today's whiskey is another beautiful dram from the independent bottler Carnmore, and it is Ben Nevis 2015. Look at the beautiful color in that bottle, eh?
Wow.
Yeah, and this, in case any of you are guessing, is a sherry butt. This is a single cask. There's 1,840 bottles. It's aged 7 years, and I'm really looking forward to this one. This is another one, kind of like the Balmanic that we tried at the beginning, or Balmanac.
Mm-hmm.
That probably not everybody's ever heard of Ben Nevis. It's not a super common. I don't think they have any like distillery bottlings of.
Not on
Ben
their
Nevis.
own. Most of their product goes to Japan. It's owned by the Nika Whiskey Distilling.
That's right.
Distillery near,
Yeah, it's from the Highland region, and it's situated at the base of Ben Nevis, which is the highest mountain in the British Isles.
Mm-hmm. Located near Fort William, for those of you that know your geography.
Yeah, and it's also on the coast, so this is a coastal distillery on the Western Highlands. Ben Nevis was one of the first distilleries to produce both malt and grain whiskeys at the same time. So they actually had coffee still and pot stills at the same time, and they produced both at the same time, and they were one of the first ones to do so. This particular Ben Nevis, as I said before, is an ex-sherry butt. This is from Carnmore's Strictly Limited series. And it was bottled in, I think I said it already, but bottled in 2022.
So the 2015 that you mentioned was reference to
When it was distilled.
Distilled.
Yeah. So 7 years.
Yeah.
I couldn't find any tasting notes online for this one. So we're just gonna kind of wing it, but I did see something that said maple bacon pancakes.
Oh yeah.
And I'm getting it. I am totally getting that on the nose.
Oh yeah. Power of suggestion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Shall we?
I think so.
Interesting. I'm getting a little bit of smoke in there.
Yeah. But definitely coastal.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of not deep saltiness, but it certainly has that influence. It's soft, but it's there's a complexity to it that reveals itself as being one that clearly has lots of opportunity.
This is bottled at 47.5%, so not cask strength, but probably near cask strength. Maybe, not cask strength.
That would be around 52.
But I think they chose well as far as the ABV level goes. I think it works really well. It's a beautiful classic sherry whiskey. You get all those classic sherry notes, dark fruit. I'm getting like some chocolate, actually not chocolate, mostly coffee notes.
There's something about it grips the back of your throat.
It has a drying effect.
It does.
Yeah.
And with a long finish,
Mm-hmm.
which is, for me, it's a bit unique. I haven't experienced that one before.
Yeah, there's some spices on the finish, like pepper and nutmeg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Lots of pepper.
maybe even a bit of cinnamon. Yeah, it's very peppery on the finish, especially.
How did you come to find this one? Because it is rare. You said there's only 1,000 plus bottles available.
Yeah, so this was another one that I picked up at the Strath liquor store in Victoria, and they've always been devout carriers of Carnmore whiskeys, and Adam Bradshaw, the guy who sort of is the main whiskey guy at the Strath, he's a like-minded individual as far as independent bottlers go, and so he's got a really good selection of indie bottlings, and they're also one of the SMWS
Of course.
locations in BC.
One of the
so
two.
they do so they do SMWS tastings, and along with other ones like other independent bottlers like Blackadder and all kinds. And so yeah, a lot of fun. If you are in or around Victoria, I highly recommend going in, saying hello, and seeing their selection of whiskey. But they also have a really good website too. A little bit of promotion for them. But yeah, you can order online too. And if you join their membership, it's free. It used to be $10 a month or something like that, but now it's free, I think, and you get a discount too. So yeah, lots of cool whiskeys that you can really geek out on, which is my kind of thing. So
One of the things that you'll notice is that there's been a lot of bottling, or a lot of bottles for that matter, that don't have an age statement on it.
yeah.
And it reminds me of, there was a research project carried out in 2010 by the Chivas brothers, and they just discovered that for those that they were able to survey, that 94% of the respondents believe that an age statement is an indicator of quality. And of the 94, or the 93% believe that older whiskeys were of a better quality, and 89% actively look for age statements when they go out to make a purchase. Things have changed since 2010. There are many distilleries that are now offering no age statements, and that's a real plus for them, because it gives them a lot more freedom and flexibility to do many things. And this one is great.
Well,
and
I think there's certain distilleries that have kind of broken down the misconceptions about aged whiskeys and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
So I think some distilleries are not afraid to, if they are going to put an age statement on their whiskey, not afraid to say that it is young.
Yeah.
Because there's some amazing young whiskeys out there as well. Yes, I agree. As a whiskey ages, it becomes more well-rounded, if you will, and smoother, if you like that word. I hate it, but it's just an easy word to use when you're trying to describe a whiskey. But I think whiskeys, once they get to a certain age, it's not going to get much better. In fact, it becomes lighter and delicate, and sometimes even too delicate, in my opinion. Well, and then at that point, you're paying a premium price for a rarity of a whiskey, not so much the quality of it, in my opinion.
And yet, rarity now means limited number of bottles. And
exactly. Yeah. So you see some of these crazy age statements being released by some of these whiskeys now, like 70-year-old whiskeys and stuff like that. And I mean, one would argue that it's probably not even actually whiskey at that point anymore, because it's probably not even 40% ABV. But who's going to open it and find out when you've paid £1 million for it at auction?
Yeah. But you're right about there is a softening that takes place. For example, we tried the Lafroig 30-year, and typically peated whiskeys tend to lose that peatiness over longer periods of time. and it was grand. It was brilliant whiskey, and it still had its it had its depth and it had its characteristics, but it just didn't grab you by the throat and try to wrestle you to the ground.
Yeah.
Like some of the local
Yeah,
arts.
some of the younger whiskeys definitely
Yeah.
have more, well, we like to use the word like more attitude, more spirit.
Mhm.
But it depends on what you're going after, I think. Like, in my opinion, if you're drinking a peat, if you like peat smoke and that kind of stuff, you like a punch in the face, then you go with the younger ones. Usually you get the full experience in that regards. But as we will see in the coming days, that it's not always the case. There's, like I said, there's been a lot of misconceptions, I think, about young whiskeys and breaking down those mistruths, if you will.
All right. Yep. They probably
done?
want to go to bed now.
Yeah, we're rambling now. We went down a rabbit hole there.
Oh yeah.
Cheers to you guys, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.